everybody, and welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show again. If you've listened before, and welcome for the first time if this is your first time listening to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and if you're not, I hope I can inspire you to having a little whisper of a possibility of something fun coming your way. I am actually so inspired to contribute to people, to anyone who is looking for, questioning, wondering if they could have some more ease, fun, joy, strength, wealth, playfulness, giggles, anything in their lives. I really love to be able to be a part of contributing that to other people. So last week, I know I had told you guys on previous podcasts that I was going to be speaking at a teachers convention, except it was a professional development day for the support staff with teachers. And so it was some people that worked directly with students and some people who didn't. And so what they did is they got a variety of subjects that they could choose to go to workshops on. And I did 3. I held one on meditation, one on EFT, emotional freedom technique, and another one on trusting yourself. And boy, with the trusting yourself one, did I have to walk my talk on trusting myself. It was interesting. It was the most free form out of the 3 workshops that I did. Of course, I got all this information as the day went on. I wasn't really sure, or the days, I wasn't really sure how it was going to work out when I first started it. I just literally trusted. When I was asked to speak, I was given a couple. I think she had said, "Oh, do you want to do one on Reiki and some other things that you do?" And I said, "Well, is it okay if I pick something different?" She said, "Sure, pick whatever you'd like to talk about and present on." And I was like, "Okay." So I actually sat in question and kind of asked the universe, sat with myself, and then saw what popped. And popped, what I mean by popped is what popped into my awareness. So what popped into my thoughts, and allowed myself to be really playful and fun with what came up. And the subjects that really popped and were really light were, as I said, meditation, EFT, and trusting yourself. Now, this was going to be a little bit out of my comfort zone because these are not necessarily classes or things that I have a lot of training in by the way of having taken classes and, say, having a certificate that says I have studied XYZ. Have I done a lot of reading on meditation? Have I done a lot with choosing meditation? Yes. The same thing with emotional freedom technique. And I have taken so many classes, taken facilitator classes, like training how to be a good facilitator, that I really get that my wealth of information is like I've taken all those classes anyways. And it's so beautiful because the universe has my back. And when I need to know information, be damned that it shows up. It's awesome. So, anyway, so so grateful about doing these speaking engagements. And what I thought in the beginning was sort of, oh, there goes some clearing energy again, was sort of just showing up and doing 3 speaking engagement turned into so much more. It was freaking crazy awesome. It was a little bit tiring, mostly because it was so exciting and it brought up things that were out of my comfort zone. And I was really super grateful that I kept on choosing. I wanted to actually read this. I was on Facebook the other day, and I've mentioned Kerwin Rae, Kerwin, then capital RAE. He is from Australia. He's a speaker and a facilitator of workshops and stuff like that. And he put something on Facebook the other day that I was so grateful to read. As a person who came from a place of not feeling confident, I really, really did want to avoid doing anything that was uncomfortable or anything that was difficult, anything that was out of my comfort zone. Because if I did, it's almost like I was too fragile to handle it if I couldn't handle it, if that makes sense. And what I've since learned, whew, whatever this is bringing up for everybody, huh, um, and for those of you who don't know, when I yawn, it's usually my body's way, almost always, especially in the middle of the day when I'm not tired. It's just my body's way of moving and processing energy. So it's not something I can necessarily put words to, other than it's just what my body does. So I'm not tired and I'm not bored. So this quote that Kerwin Rae had put on Facebook was, "Compliments don't build your confidence. Challenges do. Compliments might make you feel good for a little while, but they will never build your self-confidence. It's important for you to put yourself in situations where there is an appropriate amount of fear that challenges you. And the more you accomplish, the more confident you are." Well, I tell you, people, these speaking engagements created exactly that. And that's where like the tiredness came up, was mostly because it was like resistance in my world to be like, oh God, oh God, oh God, is it safe? Oh God, oh God, oh God, is it okay? And to be able to have that energy come up and be able to go, you know what, I'm okay. And then to ask my heavy and light questions, truth, does it create greater to continue to go to the next speaking engagement? Yes, it's light. Okay, so this is just discomfort. What do I need? What do I need to ask for? And I actually asked for contribution from a couple friends. So that's like my way of asking for prayer or energetic, prayers from my friends. And I would just talk to myself and allow myself to know and remind myself that I know that I have tools now, and that I'm not 5 or 7 or 11 anymore. And I have support, and I have support of great friends, and I have the support of the universe, and I have the support of me now, and a lovely hubby, and, you know, and so much more, that I'm okay. I can do this. I've got this. So it was definitely an appropriate amount of fear, discomfort, nervousness, excitement, that after it was all sort of said and done, I could look back and see where I never gave up, I never quit, I never stopped, and the confidence that it inspired in me. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, I have this thing too where it was a huge problem for me in the past. It's become less and less so. So it's hardly at all. And it still comes up with something that's really important to me that I'm super excited about, is I will get anxious, and my body will get so anxious, excited, nervous, whatever you want to call it, that I will have to go to the bathroom. And when I have to go, I have to go right away. Now, it was really cool because on the way there to the first day, I was like halfway there. I live about an hour away. So I was about 35 minutes into the trip to about an hour and 15-minute trip. And I had to go to the washroom. Well, believe it or not, kind of in the middle of sort of nowhere is where my husband's work site is. And I was like 2 minutes away from there. And I'm like, you know what? I could stop there. And then part of me went, well, no, Laurie, you don't need to. You'll be fine. I'm sure you can wait. And it's like, yeah, but I don't have to suffer anymore. I don't have to suffer. There is a place available for me to go to the washroom. Do be this kindness to yourself and your body. This is really cool. This is out of your comfort zone. Let yourself have the gift of ease. So I did. So it was really kind of cool because I pulled in, I ran inside their office building, went and used the washroom. I came back out, and lo and behold, here my hubby is standing there. I didn't realize he was going to be there. A couple of his coworkers were there. I got to say hi. I got to sprinkle some laughter and some goofiness there, and then carried on my merry way. And what's really interesting too is that not only was it a speaking engagements that I was going to, but I got into the city that I was going to be speaking at, and I was probably only about less than 10 minutes away from the high school that I needed to get to. And believe it or not, I got a flat tire. Mm-hmm. And it was really interesting. I got to see how much me choosing meditation, how much me choosing emotional freedom technique, whenever something is stressing me or got me uptight or anxious or whatever, I got to see, and I got this whole experience of getting to trust myself by getting this flat tire. So here I am sitting on a really main busy road, and I've got a flat tire. And so I phoned my hubby. I was probably a half a block away from a little center that I could just sort of, little parking lot for a little small shopping center. And phoned my hubby, and he's like, well, number one, Laurie, just get it off the road, because this is just a road that I don't want to be a hazard to other people. And as long as I went slow enough, I wasn't going to wreck anything further on the tires, so I could just get out of the way. It was safer for me and for anybody else that would be on that road, because I didn't know how long it was going to be for me to actually be able to get my tire repaired that day. But what was really cool was I went and I got it into the parking lot, and it just, you could see this as being a really stressful thing, and it just created so much. The real short version, because these are only 15-minute talks, although I could talk more about it tomorrow. But the real short version is that I got it parked. I had to go to the washroom again. There was a restaurant called Booster Juice there. I was able to run into the Booster Juice, plead my story, use their public washroom, which usually is just reserved for customers. Then when I came out, I realized my target was to just get to the school so that I could because I had a half an hour, not even a half an hour to get to my speaking time. Maybe about that. Well, maybe I had a little bit more time, but either way, I needed to get there. Well, there was no longer a taxi service in this particular city. So this fella walked me through getting the Uber app. I got an Uber driver that came in 10 minutes, took me where I needed to be, and I am no longer an Uber virgin. Well, technically I rode in an Uber before, but it was someone else who set it up and I just jumped in. This one was right from the beginning, setting up the app, logging in, putting my credit card in, getting someone to come get me. And I had this lovely man named Mohammed come pick me up and take me to the school. And I got there at about 10 to 9, right into the school. By the time I got up into my room, it was probably 9 o'clock almost, where I needed to start speaking. So I just let everybody in the room know I had a flat tire, give me a few minutes to set up, and then I went off and, talked about it. And it's really cool too, because when I talked to my husband, he had said to me, make sure you get, as soon as you can, someone to look after your vehicle for you so that you get it done within the daytime, right? And something told me, trusting me, to just wait. So how does it get any better? I actually did. I just waited. So I had actually looked and saw, Cal Tire, I think, on my phone quickly. I really had very little, if any, time to check into that. But something really, my gut told me, just wait. Don't do anything, Laurie. Just go ahead, do your speaking engagement, and more to be continued kind of thing. And so actually, on that note, more to be continued. I'll tell you the rest of the story on tomorrow's show. So yeah, how does that sound? Like a cliffhanger, people. It really was fun. So anyways, this lady, this no longer an Uber virgin, is going to say farewell for this show today, and I will connect with you tomorrow and tell you about the rest. How does it get any better? Have a great day.